wife? How's the wife? How's the kids? Oh my god. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. It's Monday, right? Yeah, it's Monday. Happy Monday. Oh my god. Oh, sweet Jesus. How we all doing? Yo. Edward, what do? Now there's tuna. How dare you, Pink? How dare you? How dare you? Oh my god. Yo. Grant, what's going good? Oh my god. Hopefully you're doing well. Not until December. Pfft, lame. Lame. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. Oh my god. Nah, fair. December's probably like the time to do it, especially because good lord is it everywhere's in retail. But I don't know. Fishing. Gone fishing. I mean, hopefully you got the right bait and tackle. Oh my god. Meowdy, MJ. Outdo. Meowdy, Neol. Is that like Neon Cat? For those old enough to remember. The Dark Ages. God, that was so long ago. That was so long ago. That was like... I don't even want to know when that was. But hello! I hope you're all doing well. I hope we're all doing popcorn garlands just seem so tedious. I mean, yeah, but they're like fun, you know? They're like enjoyable and you know, like... I don't know, schwanky. I mean, they're not, because like literally I think they were originally like a depression decoration, but they're fancy schmancy because nowadays it means you actually took the time to put effort instead of taking the cheap route of like, I'm just gonna buy decorations like everybody else. Which I say cheap, I don't mean like it's actually cheap, I just mean, you know, one has effort and one's like capitalism, which I digress. Anyway, it's not that old. It's from kind of a lot. I'm pretty sure Neon Cat's probably at 10, maybe more years old. It's possibly 11 years old. Possibly 11-year-old. So like my point being, you could see like an 11-year-old and be like, ah yes, you didn't exist in a world where Neon Cat didn't exist. You know what I mean? So it's pretty old, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Hard to say. Hard to say. But you know, I'm wrong about a lot of things from now and again. I'm right about most things, actually, now that I think about it. In fact, one thing that I can say I'm always right about is that, chat, always be sure to take care of your health and most importantly, your teeth. So, all considered, make sure that you, you know, go to the dentist. Hey, totally a smooth segue. Yeah. Oh man, that was so smooth, like butter. Oh my god. Anyway, chat. Oh my god. The reason why we made it was in 2011. Yeah, so that's 11 years ago. You could see, yo, Logie, what's going on, dude? You could see an 11-year-old, and they would not have existed in a world where Neon Cat didn't. You know? Came out my first year of high school. You were... Good lord. I mean, I apologize. I'm sorry. That's out of pocket. That's mean. I didn't mean it that way. It just shocked me, that's all. Yo, X-Men, dude, what's up, man? Ow, dude. I guess that makes sense, actually. That tracks. Like, when I think about it, it tracks. Like, that's not a bad thing. It's... Nowheres did I say that. Nowheres that I could be 1,003 years old and it would still surprise me to know dates of people. That has nothing to do with anything. How dare you? Oh, now that we've had our little musical number, we're past it. How we doing, chatters? Oh, man. X-Men, how you been, man? Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're keeping well. I hope life's treated you well. Oh, yeah, not much. I recently rediscovered the game Scrap Mechanic. Why does that sound familiar? Why does that name sound familiar? What's Scrap Mechanic? What is that? Should I know that? It sounds like a familiar name, but I don't know why I feel I know it. You know what I mean? It sounds like the kind of name that I'm like, yeah, I've heard of that, but then for the life of me, I couldn't tell you what it is. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to remember. I'm at this point just like, what is Scrap Mechanic? I'm like trying to remember this game that I clearly don't. It's a good game. You can make cars and airplanes and stuff. Yeah, okay, I must be thinking of something else. I'm not sure what, but I'm thinking of something else. But anyway, I mean, either way, Prague, I'm glad. It sounds like it's a fun time for you. Hopefully it's a good rediscovery. I recently not rediscovered, but like reinvested myself into I don't know why I dug those up. Reinvested myself into an old game, like genuinely old game. Not, this isn't even a meme anymore. This is like an actually old game. It's called Age of Mythology. It's like antiquity kind of thing, literally, is what it's about. But anyway, it's like it was one of the first video games I ever played, and I found it at like I want to say like I found it at like a flea market or something. Like I feel like I got it as a physical disc, which I was like, huh? I love Asian mythology. No, Age of. It was called Age of. Yo, Jiggle Master Del Minecraft. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Mythology. Age of Mythology is what it was called. It was a really fun little game. Hello. How do? After Thanksgiving, and there's no and here is no other correct, and there is no other correct answer. Killer, I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one. I'm just saying. And technically that only works for us. I mean, poor Edward, he'd be celebrating for like what, like a month now? Probably. How long ago was your Thanksgiving, Edward? How long ago was that for you? Oh my sweet Jesus. But yeah, it's physical disc test is so no, it's not. No, I just meant like it's not. Oh wait, no, I don't mean it like that. I just mean like it's like one of the only games I've ever owned that's been like a physical like thing, you know, outside of like Wii games, because everything else has just been like, you know, download, you know. I'm sorry, I've missed a bunch. Also, hello, Dreaming is fun. Dreaming is fun, actually. I agree. There's a story in there for a minute, for a hot minute that I gotta tell. How about you tell us today's plan? That's what I meant to do. I knew I saw a highlighted message I missed. No English, yo español. No hablo español. Hablo français ou inglés. Je ne comprends pas du espagnol. I've never used it. No! Disc 13 is my favorite disc, actually. L plus ratio. The plans for today, by the way, thank you, chatters, is, you know, we're gonna clean up a bit of the area around the tree. Actually get some more forestry planted. I'm thinking about starting a new windmill over there. Secondary windmill, you know, as a sort of, you know, expansion of the farmlands of the Empire. And then we're gonna do a little bit more work on the docks and finish up some pathways. Because I like the idea. I want to get some things connected. I want to get things moving right along, you know, just like Kermit the Frog. Mr. the Frog. Back in my day, it took 4 CDs to install ship or 4? Me good at geography? Oh yeah? Well, what's the capital of Liechtenstein? Yeah, that's right. What's the capital of Liechtenstein? Could be able. Other Side is the best disc ever. Other Side is a really solid disc. I don't know best ever. I like 5, 13, and 11. I think those are all pretty good discs. Namely because, you know, lore. Big fan. Pigstep is not my style. Pigstepping is DMCA, and that's messed up. That is forever to me. That is what a freak. Like, I'm like, what do you mean it's DMCA? Devastating. In fact, I'm gonna put those, Disc 5 is lore. Yeah, Disc 5 has all the numbered discs are effectively lore. Disc 5 has a bunch of lore that goes along with, you know, the Deep Dark. It's also the only disc you actually have to physically create. All of the discs just come as things that can be dropped by creepers. So you have to go to the Deep Dark if you want to get it, which is the reason why I think they did that, and no other real reason, because I think they just didn't want it to have to be separate from the discs that you get from creepers. You know what I mean? Where's Croatia on a map? I never said I was good at geography. old Minecraft was Supreme. It was pretty good. I like a sprint button though. I'm not gonna lie. I like being able to just go sprint instead of going double tapping W. I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of the changes to ores, actually. I like that we can use fortune on iron and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm a fan of the changes for the most part. But I like the nostalgia of it, if that makes sense. I'm a big fan of the nostalgia of the whole thing. Oh, we also have to go to the Nether today, chatters. We have to go, you know, maybe we'll start with that. Maybe we'll rip the Band-Aid off. Just because I always forget to go to the Nether. So let's start by going to the Nether. And we're going to go to the Nether. We're going to get some, whatchamacallit, special grass for the mushrooms to grow on. It'll be glorious. It'll be the greatest thing since sliced bread. And, you know, which, fun fact, was created in 1922. That's not even a joke. But first and foremost, I suppose I should sleep, and then I should go get some beef. Oh man. Oh yay, Nether time. You know, right? Isn't it so poggers? Don't worry, MJ, everything's gonna be fine. Oh, let's hope. If it's not, we're gonna have bigger problems. We're gonna have some big problems if it's not. If you get the physical copy near the Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, it comes with on a 10-disc install. Do they even do that? I thought most cases don't even come with games. That's the thing that I think's stupid. I'm not gonna lie. That to me is the stupidest thing. So for instance, like people were getting like the new God of War or like stuff like that. They'd get the game, like physical copies, like collector's editions, which would come with a physical copy. But it just was the case with the imprint for a disc to physically go into it, but no disc. Like here, one second. This is important to me. This is the most important thing. Nothing is going to be more important to me than this right here, chatters. Literally, nothing. I need to find this. Oh, why is this taking me so long to find? Poggers!
Holy heck, 18 months.
18 months?
More than 17. Poggers.
Poggers
anyway,
indeed.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I needy. Don't care about the present underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you.
Aww, little me. I'm pretty swell. I can't find the image I wanted to bring up. This is devastating. But MJ, thank you so much for the resub for 18 months. God dang. That's genuinely astounding. Yo, Dungeon, what's going on, dude? Beloved streamer, hello. I am a beloved streamer, aren't I? I need to go get beef first, and then I need to go get a flint steel, and I think I'll grab a shield. You know, chatters? Maybe I'll bring a shield for once. Oh my god. MJ, that is amazing. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. How do you like my singing, chat? Make my wish come true. Baby, all I want for Christmas is gabagool. God, you know, good wavelength, MJ. Good wavelength. Good. This has been a resounding success. The pain you've inflicted has brought me joy. Oh man. Confirmation purchase license code. Oh my gosh. See, that's the thing though. I understand, like, oh yeah, but like I don't understand selling the plastic because the weight of plastic. But it's a collector's edition. I'm thinking the one person who's actually gonna want the physical disc might be, you know, a collector. Oh my god. Latin took that in high school. Vini Vidi Vici, am I right? Oh wait, it's more Winnie Weedy Weechy. Gabagool. Meow, meow, moo, moo, moo. Chad, this is a real milk moment. This Oh my god. I feel like none of you recall my very deep cut reference in the milk moment that I mentioned in the Twitch sub chat earlier today. It's a milk moment, guys. I don't understand how you could possibly not comprehend what a milk moment is. We've been over this, chatters. We've been over this. This is a very routine thing for us. I don't nearly have enough beef. This is a little too dank for me. I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of loud. It's a little, you know, it's a little much. It's a little much. Oh my god. What is a milk moment? Guys, we've been over this. Why is there a sheep in the cow bin? Oh, that's Henrietta. She just likes hanging out. She's just, you know, chilling. You know? Yeah, I just realized. So, like, are all cow? You can milk all cows in Minecraft. So, are all cows in Minecraft female? Is it just how this works? There's just no male cows? But then they... I'm just not gonna look too much into it. I'm just not gonna look too much into it, you know? I'm just moving right along. Forget I said anything. Oh my god. Yo, Ray Aldo. Reliance on the internet to have things. Oh yeah, no, don't get wrong. Well, see, that's the thing. You don't own any of it. You don't own any of it. You're licensing it now, and so nobody owns games anymore. You only I have so much opinions on digital. Oh man, we're not going into it. We're not going into it. I have way too many opinions. This is. Oh my god. Anyway, a milk moment, chatters, for those that don't understand. You cannot claim to be a Minecraft lore nerd and not know the extremely old post about gender not existed in Minecraft. Oh yes, I can. I claim to be a lot of things that I'm not. You know? Like a good person. Mwahaha! See, you all think I'm not the toxic villain that I am, but I am, chatters! I once stole an ice cream cone from a child. That child may or may not have been an older sibling of mine, but I did steal it. So L plus ratio. Oh, I'm so cool. Oh my god. Oh, sweet Jesus. Anyway, a milk moment, you know, is there's an ad campaign, you know, by dairy producers in my state that may or may not, you know, actually I think it's a nationwide ad campaign. Anyway, I only occasionally hear it, and only whenever I have the radio on, because I don't listen to radio, man. Who in God's name would listen to the radio? I told you about this when this happened, you see. I said, oh, chatters, I gave the radio another shot, because I was like, you know what, let's see what all this is about. I haven't listened to this since I was like probably subjugated to listen to it when I was, I don't know, 7. And so then I thought, well, let's give her a chance. Hey, Coma, dude, what's going on, man? And so I thought, you know what? Let's give radio a chance. And then I learned about milk moments, chat. I learned that they asked people, what's your favorite milk moment? And I was like, excuse me? Excuse me? What do you mean, milk moment? Milk the moment I hit the... No, but they were like, you know, dip in a cookie. I was like, what do you mean, milk moment? That's not a thing. Who are you? Are you Ted Nivison? What is this? What fever dream have I stepped into? Oh my god. If you play Victoria 3, oh, I actually want to. Conquer the whole world with his friends. Oh, I actually want to. I should have read. That's funny. I brought up Victoria 3 on stream like a week and a half ago, and I was like, yeah, I don't know if anybody would watch, but I kind of want to play it, and I feel like it might be fun to like let chat kind of control what we do and all these other things. But yeah, I'm glad you're doing good though. Apologies, I missed a few messages. I was too enraptured with milk moments, you see. Physical disc is because with capital hellscape it's important to know that companies are not your friend. Yeah, absolutely. And already taking digitally owned things away. Yeah, I hate that. I hate it so much. Physical or bust. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, think about the streaming services where they just remove the movie, then you no longer have it and cannot watch it. I have to go study. Have a fun time, guy. Love you, dude. Bye, Loki. I hope you have a wonderful time. You're probably already gone. I'm sorry. Like an emperor. It was tax. That's why I took the ice cream. Tube game, agender, everything goes burr. What if it's agender? My question, I could be wrong. I genuinely am curious. If it's agender, why'd they make Alex versus Steve? Like, why'd they make the Steve Alex thing to make 2 genders that way? If you're the villain, then what the heck am I? Dunjad, you might be the antagonist, and I might be the protagonist. but I'm still the villain. It's like a Thanos situation, you see? Including human men can lactate. Why'd I read that? You know what? I'll have that existential crisis at a later time. I don't wish to be milked. Good lord. No, don't quote that. Don't. Moving right along. I needed flint and steel. Oh man, Chatters. How goes it? Holy. Oh man, am I right, chat? Woo! I thought the France, because the General Napoleon Bonaparte. Well, can't you do Napoleon III in Victoria? I could be wrong, but I think it's set right before Napoleon III comes into being, and I think actual historical people are in Victoria 3, right? So, I feel like, in general, you just can play Napoleon, right? I could be wrong, but I assume you must be able to, right? You gotta be able to. Why don't I have a bucket of water? That's a little weird. It's a little peculiar, don't you think? You just, yeah, you don't just have a slide whistle? You don't have a slide whistle? No, just me? Just me, I have a slide whistle? Oh. That's a shame, don't you think? Oh, I love my life. I totally took a low grocery bill to buy a slide whistle. Oh my god. Oh my god. Because Steve and Alex are impositions from a foreign reality into Minecraft, bringing our nonsensical ideas of gender into a world where they don't belong. Oh my god, Tiger's ready. Tiger is going full Odin right now. Just absolutely, you are a cruel and petulant boy. I take from you your power. I take from you your honor. And I cast you out. Oh, Anthony Hopkins, you really gave it your all for not a lot given to you. I'm sorry. I apologize to that man because there was not much given to him for that. I meant to make a shield. Well, I just won't have a shield. That man really just gave it his all in that role. He didn't care in the best way, and I'm so happy about it. I'm so thrilled. Send us a copy for over there. Good. Welcome to the Napoleon the 7th stream, where I will send you into cardiac arrest. Bada bing. Good lord. Someday there'll be like one of those channels, or not, yeah, like one of those TikToks that go by with the like, dun, 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 like with that like kind of like freeze frame after individual quotes are said. It's like meet different people of whatever thing. You know what I mean? And I hope that line gets used for me someday. Of like freeze frame. Welcome to Napoleon the 7th channel. I'm handing out coronaries. And it just goes. I don't know if I did that song any. I don't know if it even made sense what I just said. To be quite honest, my God, I'm having fun today, and this is all without a drip of coffee. Oh sweet Jesus. Here I am to DocsNap. Only annual report dates back till 2017, 7 years ago, and I was 7. Like you said, when he first heard of it, he was definitely he was streaming. You can't be 13. What? It was on the radio literally 2 weeks ago. I don't know what you're talking. Make the milk moments. I don't know what you're talking about for that. Genuinely, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a campaign called Make the Milk Moments. I'm talking about what's your milk moment. Totally different. Makes no sense. No errors. It's so true, King. Have you heard of Natman or Napsa? Also, every Natman eats Napsa at Naboo. I'm concerned as to what just absolute bippity boppity boo spell got cast on me with that. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, hey, chicken, dude, what's up, man? I don't know why I don't know why I greeted you that way. I apologize. That's on me. I don't know why I greeted you that way. That felt way too informal. I don't know why I just begawked at you, but I did. I hope you'll forgive me someday. I hope someday you can find it in your heart to just forgive me my transgression. My transgressions. I'm so invested in Minecraft that I play Minecraft even in my sleep. Let's go. He's unmedicated and ADHD gold, but I don't know what you're talking about. I don't Yosemite that. I don't know. Listen, I don't know where this idea of ADHD came from, but you're crazy. Anyway. I have my mic today, don't know why, but I'll go with it. I hadn't drank coffee in history is on 40 coffee. No, I haven't had a drip yet today. I have my first one next to me. I could drink it now. I just was really, listen, Friday was just not a great day, that's all. I'm like today, don't know why, but I'm going with it. Let's go, Dragon Court. I'm hyped too, man. We're living it. We're going into the nether. I'm probably gonna die. Oh well, what a way to end it. Portobello Road, he's where the riches of ages are stowed. Anything and everything a chap can unload, you're bound to find off the Portobello Road, man. Oh, gabagool. I don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Oh, a little sip? Yeah, why not? Maybe it's just a lot to juggle. I don't know. Have you tried streaming? Maybe it's just a lot to juggle, man. Hey, man. I don't know if it's so cash money of you to diagnose me through a screen, man. Hey, man. Oh my god. Hey, man. Hey, guys. Hey, gang. Let's split up and look for clues. Yeah, Fred. Are you gonna leave with Daphne and Velma? Of course you are. Of course you are. Fred, you ascot wearing. Anyway. Oh. What was I here for? Oh yeah, I was here for like Celium or Coliseum or whatever the heck of a Rooney it was called. It was called something. Also, what's caffeine definitely makes ADHD less wired. Cause caffeine definitely makes ADHD. Oh, well, see, then boom. Clearly it doesn't. Clearly, yeah, that's a thing. It like doesn't have an effect up here, and it does clearly have an effect on me. L plus ratio. My mom used to give me coffee when I was a kid, and I overtired. I couldn't get sleep. Would knock me right out. Gesundheit. What? Salty about Fred? No, I'm not salty about Fred. What would give you that idea? Oh, you're going to heck? I know, right? Me too. Why? Because I have not procrastinated getting the basalt since last month. Tisk. Suffering succotash. That's not very good. Yeah, we gotta go this way. Aw, man. Gee Willikers, chat. I've had quite the week, you see. Well, quite the weekend, I could say. That's, I suppose, more what I'm trying to say here. I didn't specifically say ADHD, so I guess, I mean, if the shoe fits... Oh my god. Oh my god. The shoe fits like a video and share it. Whatever happened to what's her face? Oh no, she had a name. A thought without a body. Something. What's her name? Oh my god, what's her name, man? Oh no, she's the. And what if I'm the monster? Which I think she actually could sing, and just that was a bad video for her. I don't know much about the lady to be. Gabby Hanna, that's her name. Yeah. I just remember she had this like rap video where I was like, oh, good for her. It seems like she turned her life around. And then like two like months later, I think I saw somewhere that it was trending that she's like absolutely gone badonkers crazy, and I was like, oh, that's not good. Mind you, I don't know anything about her. Apologies if that's like if she is dealing with things. That is absolutely valid, and I do hope that she's is seeing the people she needs to. And I found out where the system is past week, and I'm figuring out how to navigate this. Oh! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Am I missing something? Hey, Nap, comma. Found out we are a system this past week. And are figuring out how to navigate. When you say we, do you mean you and I? Or do you mean like just society? What do you mean here? So like with ADHD, I'm not officially diagnosed, but medication they use actually stimulants, not depressants. A lot of diagnosis people are essentially self-medicating with coffee, soda, tea because they can't concentrate without it. Which is probably true. It's almost certainly helps them concentrate if they have ADHD or undiagnosed. Coffee does not help me concentrate. Odd day today, but it was funny. Oh, well, I mean, I'm glad it was funny. The humor in it takes some of the edge off, though. I'm sorry if it wasn't too fun. You're part of Ray's system. I'm part of the system? Society. Like all of humanity is part of the solar system. Yeah, an alternate now confirmed. I'm so concerned. Is this like when the person on Twitter asked me if I was a boober? Is this the same thing? Is this part of that? Is an alter the same thing as that? I was very concerned. I thought they meant 6%, you know? I thought that's what they meant because I was like, yes, boober. Apparently that's not what it means, and then they laughed at me and left. And I never looked it up. I don't want a lot for Christmas. Black Panther 2. You could have run it. I don't want a lot for Christmas. All I want for Christmas is Black Panther 2. Could have worked. I'm glad it was Pog. I've not gotten to see it. I'm devastated. I am simply devastated. I am still waiting for friends and stuff like that who are like, oh, I can't yet. And I mean, that's valid. You know, friends can't always do things. And I respect that we agreed to see it together. But I'm like, gee willikers, I'd love to see it. And I feel like I'm gonna get spoiled at some point. No, it was funny. You're being dunked on right now. Not dunked on. Please. I'm so tall. I can't be dunked on. No, it was funny. My friends made a petition about me, and a bunch of people said, a petition in a good way? That has many connotations, good sir. Nap saying society like that just proves he would be a perfect JD friend. Oh, that school was society. The only place that Heathers and Marges can get along is in heaven. I wish I had more TNT. Oh my god. I wish we met before they convinced you love it more. I'm losing it. Nap is so tall, he's like 2 inches taller than the How dare you? I don't know what that means. With me being neurodivergent, that was the and they were for or against? Basically, me and the rest of us are here, similar to the OSDD 1B, basically just a bunch of alters hanging out in our head. System is a name for us as a whole. Also, being a boomer is... What? I'm suing. I am suing. I'm absolutely suing about that last part. I'm gonna find whoever that was. I'm gonna have words on them. How dare they? Oh my god. Oh my god, they were roommates. Oh man. Man, Heathers is wild. Not gonna lie. From what I know, I've never really seen it or like heard the full thing, but the stuff that I've heard from it, simply bonkers. Not gonna lie. In that message, well, I mean, the rest of it's kind of pretty cool and Pog. I don't know. I just didn't feel there was anything to be like super gobsmacked shocked about. I was just like, oh, cool. Okay, well, nice to meet you as well. Who is still streamed? I mean, I don't think he even streams that anymore, does he? Like, not to be a defender of that. don't think any of them. Oh wait, no, it ended this weekend, didn't it? I swear to God, I saw it trending on Twitter for like, I was like, oh my God, is this 2021? What the hey? Because like it used to be they would trend daily for anything. Not that that's that good for them, genuinely. That's hard to do, especially when it was not just gaming trending, like globally trending. So yeah, it was a petition to prove that I am because my friend is trying to convince me for the past 2 months. I mean, I would say, you know, a proper diagnosis is probably the way to go if you disagree with them. But also, things are valid. Yo, Bellalick. Wait, no. Bella Liqueur? I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hi man, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing pretty pog actually. I can't complain. I need to get over there. Why'd I come up here? I know an easier way to get to a forest. Why'd I go this way? I think I made a foolish mistake, Chatters. I'm gonna be real with you. Ooh, yeah, gonna be real with you. Good old Macho Man Randy Savage. What was it, Adam said? No, that's the Mythbuster. Right? I know nothing beyond his epic rap battle, to be real with you. I do not know this man a lot. I just know he went, ooh, yeah, and that's about it. Also, he wore a hat. But a lot of people wore hats at a time, you know? Oh. Bounce. Bounce. Bounce! Oh, what a guy. What a king. What's a king to a munch? Munch. What's a munch to a king? Munch. Non-believer. This way. Yeah, I'm going the right way. I was like, am I lost? I don't think so. But I could be. I mean, mentally. Oh, yeah, buddy. That ship sailed. Yo, Della. Oh, 9 hamster. Do you have 9 hamsters? That's kind of wild. Thanks so much for the follow. His Pog Morbius is in, but he's wearing suit, so you can't see it. But he's there. Oh my God, not Morbius! Did he say it's Morbid time, but in the quantum realm? I knew it. I knew he'd be there. They couldn't make a movie. It is genuinely bonkers that they stole the Dark Knight theme and put it in. Have you seen? I have, and I cried. I didn't cry, but I'm kind of devastated by one of the events that occurred in the latest episode of Andor. Because I'm like, really? You're gonna do homie like that? But oh, it's such a good series. I love Andor. It is genuinely such a refreshing series to watch. It's so good. It's just so pog. Everything about it. It's just so cash money, you know? Is your father back this way? I have, and that's enough for me. Fair. Checking out my stew. Stew. Oh man, I want stew. Stew just sounds nice right now. That just sounds kind of delectable. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. That sounds just kind of. I made a beef stew like a year ago, and you know what? I think that's where I peaked as a human. I never felt more like my ancestors than in that moment. More like just ancestors living as a hunter-gatherer society. Make a big stew with the root vegetables and then random hunks of beef. I was like, oh my God, this is so powerful. You should not be in the nether when you are so off the walls. Nah, this is when I do my best gaming. Watch this. See that? Yeah, I'm using the roof to my advantage to go faster. I'm so good at video games. There's my target. Oh yeah. I have an eyelash in my eye. That's not good. Please, no. Nothing brings me lower in my food chain relevance than when I get an eyelash in my eye and I go, no, please. This is it. This is the end for me. Is that just me? Like, if you get something in your eye, like, that you can't blink out pretty quickly, like, is it just me who goes full panic? Like, this is the end for me. I'm gonna lose my eye. This is it. I no longer have vision. I'm gonna lose this eye, and then, woof. It's all downhill from there. I'm gonna get picked off in the Hunger Games or something. I just instantly just go like, it's over. I'm like that meme of what's his name from My Hero Academia, where he's like, I'm gonna be a hero, and he takes a step and he goes and he trips. He's like, well, that's it. I'm sorry, All Might. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, everyone. I failed. I'm a failure. And that's about how quickly it changes. Good Googledy Moogledy is, I swear to God, there had better not be any there is! Hogs! I hate hogs. They're annoying little jerkwads, man. They're little jerks about the whole thing. I genuinely have to like sneaky deaky around to ensure that, because they could do some damage, man. They could deal some hard damage and knock you hard enough that you're gonna end up in like a little into the drink. It's concerning. It's concerning the amount of damage those guys do. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. They spook me. They're not poggers. Midoriya. Is that not? Wait, did I? Is it Midoriya? That's the guy, right? He's from My Hero Academia. He's the guy. To be fair, though, oh, that's not for me. Hogs. What about Sonic? I was gonna play Sonic today, actually. Actually, that's not true. I was between 3 games today. I was between Minecraft, Batman Arkham Asylum, and Sonic. I'm thinking I want to play some Batman Arkham Asylum just because I don't know. It was suggested actually by Nobody's Fool on Twitter, and I really like to suggest, and you know, as a sort of like honor and talk about Kevin Conroy, who honestly, I know I don't know, I get he's like people I don't know, but like it's there's some people in life, like Carrie Fisher as well, like there's certain people in my life who have just had a real impact on me as like a human, even though I've never met them. And so people like that, it's just like, I don't know, they mean a lot, and I'm very sad that he's gone. It's tragic. Sonic, yeah, Sonic Frontiers, kind of like Sonic Heroes. Hello? Did you just die? Did you just die in the lava? That would be so pog. That would be so pog. Never mind, I can't make that Caillou reference. Oh, Caillou. Growing up is kind of tough. Okay, I've had enough. Maybe I'm not good enough, Caillou. No. So I keep pausing. It's just like when I go to read long messages in chat, I'm like, no gas, just getting me. Wanda's reason for becoming evil. Oh my god. I am Vision. Miss Maximoff. Miss Maximoff. What's the line? The one that like everybody always, including themselves, like would always flub. Miss Maximoff maneuvers molecular polarity. Like how he describes her pattern, like her powers at the time. It was like this big thing. Anyway, I digress. Miss Maximoff moves molecular molarity or something like that, and I'm like, that does seem hard to say, Paul Bettany. You're so right, King. You know what? Why can't they put me on them interview shows for the celebrities? I'd ask them the hard hitting questions. I'd be like, so true, King. You're so right. No matter what they say, you're so right, King. I just gas them up and hope for the best. Oh my god. Give? I used the wrong thing. There we go. There we go. This is what I need. This is all that matters to me in life at this point. What is this stuff called? Lycelium, mycelium, warpnelium. Mycelium, lycelium, delium, heboflemium, Whoville. Oh man. So chatters, you'll never get to see this ever. I swear to you that. So I'm comfortable telling you. So what you don't know about your boy is so for this, you know the month it is, right, chat? You guys know what month it is, right? So it's November. And there's a little campaign that goes on in November that you know, my friends and myself have decided we're gonna partake in this little awareness campaign that goes on. I normally don't. It's not normally something I partake in because it's not really my thing, and you know, I don't normally bother. No, oh sweet Jesus, no, I forgot about that. No, it's called Movember. It's mustache, that's all. I just realized there's a second stupid thing in November that my point was that, chatters, I'm growing a mustache. No shave November, yeah, or Movember for mustache, yeah. Yeah, I realized after Ray said that, I was like, wait a minute, there's a secondary thing that goes on in November. I forgot that was even a thing. Oh my god. Cannot believe Cat just absolutely was like, you do realize there's more than one campaign that goes on. Honestly, probably saved me from a lot of speculation on the part of chatters. I was gonna be like, haha, guess, assuming there could literally be nothing else. Anyway. But yeah, so your boy has just the greatest mustache you've ever seen. For those that don't know, I won't say I can't grow facial hair. I won't say I can't, but I'll put it this way: it's French. It's very French, so nothing grows in the middle. Nothing grows in the middle. And it's been 4 weeks because I cheated. I started it like the last week of October, and it grew and has not grown since the 1 week mark, and then it has kind of been the same. And I got obliterated. So I was walking. I was at the crosswalk today, waiting to cross, and there's like you know, there's just like a homeless guy. Lovely enough guy, lovely enough. I thought he was asking me a question, so I took out my headphone because I was at the crossroads. I thought he was like genuinely asking me about something, so I was like, huh? Tell me why my man absolutely put me in an ambulance. Why did he just look me in the eyes and be like, you should really get rid of that caterpillar on your lip, or whatever it is. He's like, what is that? You got some schmutz. I was like, what? I was like, what? This man obliterated me. I melted instantly. And then him and his friends just start chuckling like Waldorf and Statler. And I'm just there, stood one headphone in hand. I'm like, oh, come on, man. I'm trying to banter. And they just start going, oh, like they're on the Muppet Show. Oh my God. And I look at them in the eye, I'm like, no, I have a great mustache. I think it's great, you know, for November. And they're like, listen, you're not convincing anybody that you're not recently shaved. And I'm like, oh, please. Oh my God. Yo. My day's been going good, dude. How you doing, guys? Hopefully well. I can't believe they said I'm not convincing anybody that I don't shave. And I'm like, really? That is, gosh dang. Officer, I'd like to report a murder. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, were you just cooking this up the whole time you watched me walk down this sidewalk to this crosswalk? Were you just cooking, just in a big stew pot, going round and round, ready? It's just, they were waiting for me. It's good, thanks. Oh, glad to hear that, man. Hopefully the weekend was kind to you. Hopefully all's well that needs to be in your world. Because my hair was crazy, curly, fuzzy, and joined the army. Like in Full Metal I said, no thanks. Yeah, understandable. You should shave your head and join the army. Here's this movie called Jawhead. It'll really help. Yeah. Oh, man. Don't get me wrong. No, let's just not go there. It's not for me. I was talked out of join. Actually, fun fact, chatters, little fact about you, old Napoleon. I was rather firmly talked out of joining the armed forces. So, you know, there's a story behind that, but yeah. So that kind of happened to you, boy. Ooh. Especially because, like, Good forever talk to you. It was my parent who was in the military. Oh god. It was and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be like you. They're like, no, I just don't think it's you. And what do you mean? And they're like, I don't think you're a good kid. I just don't think you got, you know, the temperament for it. And I was like, oh, okay. In part, I can understand why. I did, in fact, instead of taking the fat L on a semi-directed exam question to me in my final in high school senior year, I did, in fact, you know, instead rewrite my essay as an entire indictment of my teacher and calling them treasonous. But you know, that's just what you do, you know. That's just what you do. They said put up or shut up, and I put up. That's, you know, I could see that, you know, my assessment said maybe I don't do great with authority, but like, you know, I do great with authority when I think it's, you know, reasonable. When I think, you know, what they're saying makes sense and they can back it up and aren't just, you know, saying it for the sake of saying it, then yeah, sure, I'll listen all the live long day, man. Why not? I can respect that there's people who know more than me. You know. Have a nice day, King. You too, Della. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a good week, dude. Hopefully it is enjoyable. What would you do? Gred, that's not allowed. Gred, that's illegal. Gred, yeah, I'd be confused as to what bank you robbed. and just concerned, and it's illegal, Gred. How dare you? Also, eat in real life, because I totally just got back home. Who needs to do that? That sounds lame. I'll do it eventually. You know, it happens eventually, occasionally. It's like a thing. Oh, I could boil some like chicken. Ooh. Except what I don't know, I always eat at the studio because it starts right of class. Yeah. Oh, MJ, that's such a weird message. I just saw that, man. That's crazy. I just totally saw that right now. You know, oh wow, that's weird. I just ate. That's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, crazy. Does that make me crazy? Probably. I like that. That's how it. I like the idea of that song, but like not sung. You know, like, does that make me crazy? Yeah, probably. Like, just, yeah, probably. Yeah, you're probably not wrong there, Chip. Probably not wrong. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? I remember when I lost my mind. So much space. I like how you guys are so worried. Ah, yes. I don't. I'm gonna fight Chatters about this. I don't trust him. Well, you know, you're absolutely right. Oh my god. It's bananas! No, you know what's bananas? Bananas are bananas. Imagine if bananas just had like a rod of potassium in them. Like, imagine if you just bit into a banana and it just had like a stick, like a cinnamon stick, but it's potassium. And that's how we consumed it. That would be cool. I think that would be pog. wait, deletes paragraph. Oh, delete paragraph. Why? Apex? Oh God, no, please. Is a metal. Yeah, and? Are you saying you can't eat metal? People eat gold. That's a metal. Get owned. Get, what's the thing? Yeah, get owned, friggin' liberals. Oh God. Yeah. Good Lord. This is what the liberal media wants you to think. Man, I have one professor, my beloved. I wish I could talk about her more, but I don't wish for you to know who she is. But my beloved, simply because she hears them out, man. Props, I guess. She'll like let them go. She'll let them have their piece. So, you know, I'm in poli sci. She'll let them have their piece about, you know, this, that, and the other thing, all the things going on, especially, you know, in the recent week's election and all these other things. And she lets them say their piece and get it out. And she just eviscerates them with irrefutable and like just because it's an academic setting. You gotta know your stuff. And my God, feminism, my beloved. Yo, I only follow funny people. We win these. Man's like, I'm unfollowing. Now with that, I'm unfollowing. Oh my God. No, I only follow funny people, is what he says. Not funny looking L and unfollow. Ah, come on, go. You know, someday I'm gonna show off my bookshelves. They're real pog. I like them a lot. I like my trinkets. My trinkets, chat. They're my trinkets. I got a pocket watch. I got a wreath laurel. I got 1800s shoes. I want to see bookshelf. Yeah, it's pretty full actually. Like one side particular, and then the other side is less full but more knick-knacky. You know what I mean? Bookshelf reveal. All right, chatters. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my God. No, wait. Wait a minute. Is this what it is? Oh yeah, chat. Alright, chatters! You want a bookshelf reveal? We gotta get to 100 subs. Let's go, chatters! We can do it! Yeah! Woo! Alright, that's enough of that. Actually, speaking of, I guess the current sub goal is IRL content. Technically, it is. Oh boy, how do I have some cool ones ready, locked and loaded to make? I'm just saying. I mean, it's just more about like the hassle of doing them. I have ideas, I should say, nothing actually locked and loaded. Oh man. Oh, so pog, so pog. What's that song called? Trap Nation, I think is what it's called. If I remember correctly. I closed the window, but anyway, I think it's called Trap Nation. I did? Southern. Well, I suppose you didn't ruin the moment. I suppose you were unable to ruin the moment as you so wished. Ain't that a shame? Ain't that a crying shame? Oh man. Only because I can't read. Nah, I just had the window closed. I just wasn't looking at the redemption window because I was looking at something else in the old Google. Also, actually, not that, you know, not to self-promote on Maine, but I will say, chatters, you know, feel free to check out the TikTok today. You know, feel free to check out your boy's socials. You know, give the little algorithmic boost to the socials. You know, chatters, it's so deeply important. I like that VODs is also. Should I just take VODs out of social at this point? Should I just take the VOD channel out of the socials? Yo, me bozo, I'll do. I suppose it could be Bozo. It doesn't have to be. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Man's really thought there wouldn't be an auto mod. Anyway, where it is, it's my silly little button. So true, King, so true. I'm glad you do. All right, so I want to add, I guess probably starting maybe here. I want it to kind of flow a little naturally. The accent was in 2 seconds. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, speaking of us, could you, I saw it. I just got home when I saw it. And then I was like, oh yeah, I probably should. Nothing should be gone, don't worry. I think last week on the cutting block was the Tech It videos, if I remember correctly. Last week, so like, there's still time. Yeah. Mike Wilco. Yeah, Paris, this stuff is hot, boy. I wear a mask. Oh, good lord, life is funny. No, I didn't mean to set those down, guys, darn it. Well, darn it. That was not my intention. Wop, wop. Bop, 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 bop to the top. Bop, 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 bop. I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. You think I crumble? You think I lay down and die? I will survive. I got all my life to live. I got all my love to give. I need to go to bed now. Good night, Grant. I hope you sleep well. Is nap okay? Always have been, always will be. He's high on life. Oh, I just like life. Is there anything wrong with that? Good evening, chat, homunculus. How do? I'm not a homunculus, but how do? I arrived marginally late, unlike lunch today. Was lunch not marginally late? Was lunch directly on time? Or did it arrive even more than marginally late? These are the questions that only someone as brave as Napoleon VII would ask. That's the Napoleon difference. Good lord. I forgot to answer the question. Christmas comes after Thanksgiving at your turn. Jesus, you get your whole month for your birthday. That's it. Technically, he was born in March. Also, that's the other thing. Oh man, I was talking with my friend. So listen, it wasn't a bet so much that I lost as much as it was Mario Kart. But like, they cheated, in fairness. I don't much mind it. But like, Anyway, so like I now have a costume that I gotta do for next Halloween. That I'm like, gee whiz, I gotta change up what I do at the gym now. I assume. I mean, I guess technically I don't got. I just to fit the true part, it'd have to. What have you? Walgreens got Arizona. I have 2 gallons of Arizona in my dresser, but they're warm. I mean, you could just get some ice. You know, you could just get some ice and chill it that way. Or if you have paper towel in a freezer, then wet the paper towel, wrap it around it, and then stick it in the freezer, and it will cool off much faster. I do not understand the science of it, but I've been told it's sound. Don't ask me how or why. I genuinely don't know. It sounds like a hassle. I would much rather just walk to a store and spend 99 cents. It's ice! You didn't eat. I was going past the bowl, settle for a sandwich, and cut my inside of my mouth. Oh my god, I hope you're okay. That normally stings like a absolute, I don't know, bureaucrat. Who sting apparently. You know, I don't much understand the analogies myself sometimes, so cut me some slack, I guess. I can't say I much understood what I meant by that myself. Okay, that can't go too high. And then some of this, some of that, and where would MJ get ice? You go to the meal hall and you steal it. I mean, obtain it. But I could get ice from the dining hall. But I never simply. I mean, simply don't swipe your card and tell them you forgot your jacket. Like, just say, "Oh, I forgot my jacket," and just show up in only a t-shirt. And if it's cold or wet, then you just be like, "Yeah," and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, of course." Like, how's that? I can't relate. I'm almost obsessive over Minecraft as I do Harvest Moon and Co. Oh. I can't believe I fell for that copy paste again. I genuinely. Not because I'm off. I'm just interested in y'all lives. That's not on me. Why am I still doing this accent? It has been 10 minutes since the initial request. I do not know why I am still doing it. Yeah, see, exactly. And you're literally just getting ice, so it's not like you're in line for food or anything. Like, you're fine. You know? Oh yeah, speaking of, I don't know if any of you have seen the Game Awards, but like Game of the Year Awards or whatever. Like, they got announced. Interesting picks, not gonna lie, interesting picks. I know we're gonna differ on this one, chat. I don't know if I would say Stray is a Game of the Year. I think that's a little bold, but you know. Best live ever, man. Yo, that's so kind of you, Isa. Or Izia, I should say. I apologize. I think I missaid your name. That's so kind of you. Genuinely, that's very kind. Do I have any bones? I got no bones. It's a no bones day. Remember that guy? He still make that? Does no bones dude still do that? Is there still bones and no bones? Is he still like grinding that thing out? Oh, I did not realize that he had not ate. You need to eat then. MJ, you need to eat. That's an important part of every growing boy's, life. They gotta eat. I guess just everybody growing, but I will set Raven on. That's you're gonna get a Raven set on you. Big Bird, and not the puppet kind. Actually, I think genuinely it might be scarier to have the Big Bird, the puppet, sicked on you, than just a large bird. Like, I feel like I could handle a large bird. If it wasn't an ostrich, I feel like I could handle a large bird. You know, like that doesn't seem so bad. It's kind of like, you know, difficult but doable. But I feel like the actual member of Sesame Street Big Bird might be a bit more of an ask, you know? You did that every time, it's fine. Oh, okay. Well, then I trust in you to look after yourself. And that's that. Where are their bones? My bones now. Yeah, you think you could take an emu like Australia could? Yeah, I could. Because unlike Australia, I'm undefeated. L plus ratio. Probably not an emu. I could take an emu. I could take an emu. An emu? Yes. I could take down an emu. That is genuinely, I'm pretty realistic about these things. I could take down an emu. I would be hurt. Don't get me wrong. I would get hurt in the scenario. I'm not saying I get out unscathed. I think I could take on a singular emu. A bunch? Maybe not. One? Yeah, why not? Particularly if I have a weapon. I assume in this scenario I have a weapon. Of sorts. You know, because we brought up Australia and they had weapons. So I assume I have a weapon here. Do you think there's like a minister somewhere in Australia who's like, I can't believe people are still bringing up this emu war? Like, you think somebody's bothered by it? You think there's somebody in Australia who's like, like they're just absolutely pressed that this is still like a thing? And then I'll do this one as well. Yes. Yes. Ow. I was like, that doesn't do anything, right? And then get some vines going off of this thing. Wait, what? I didn't know the vines had to go up. I thought they would come down from the top. I guess they don't do that. That is very odd to me that they don't do that. Let me sleep. Let me just quickly snooze. So undefeated because you've never fought doesn't count. Well, that assumes I've never fought, which is untrue, and I'm not going into detail on it. I have always gone up. I don't use them. I just don't use them. I didn't know because I don't use them, you see. It's just not something that I make much use of as an object in Minecraft, you know? I'm not out here like, oh yeah, time to just start absolutely using as much of this stuff as I can. You know, that's too much. That needs to be like that. And then that can just go, yeah. No, I didn't mean to do that. Why didn't I get it back? Why didn't I get it back? That's unreasonable. Can I? I hate this. Oh wait, no I don't. Perfect. Life is good. Life is good again. This is a weirdly sheer side. Why does that look like that? Kind of hate how blocky that is on top. All right, now I just need to Where's the sand? Oh yeah, I put just an absolute metric load of sand over here. I'm gonna get some of it. Spider-Man from Spider-Man movie with boxing. Listen, I'm just saying. Listen, you want them VODs upload? Buddy boy, Spider-Man art. Oh boy, you want regular YouTube schedule? Where's the Star Wars nap fan art, guys? Come on. that's like a half joke. Fun fact, Blink 182, Blink 182, I Miss You just started playing on my Spotify, and all I can think is Nap singing it. How does it go? Genuinely, how does it go? I don't know the song. It's the one. You say I miss you, and all I can think of is there's that Adele song that's like, I missed you when the light burned out in war. Oh, I thought that's Where Are You? And I'm so sorry. It's I Miss You? I thought it was Where Are You? And I'm so I miss you. No, it's Where Are You, isn't it? Where are you? And I never know where that's from. I literally know that from TikTok. I don't know what it's from. You think I know half of what I know is from? No, that was totally Where Are You? Okay, God bless. I was like... Well, see, if you just said, Where Are You? I would have known. I would have been like, oh yeah, Where Are You? And I'm so sorry. Well, I don't know. The only Blink 182 song that I've ever heard of before is that it's the one that, like, people get to at 23. Because there's the, like... Because there's songs for, like, every age, I think up until 23. And then after that, I don't know, I guess Bupkis. Because I think there's You Are 16, going on 17. This song's outdated. But it's sang by a Yahtzee. And then there's something about 18. 19 has a song. 17 is she was just 17, and then but anyway, they have one that's like no one likes you when you're 23, me job something, me, and then I know that comes because it's like, well, I don't know about you, for 22, and then for 21, I think there's a lot of songs for 21, to be honest. I'll take these 3. Horrific. Oh yeah, Dancing Queen. That's the one that's for 17. Dancing Queen. Thank you. I can't believe I forgot that. I'm on the spot, man. I'm on the spot. I'm just trying to recall songs off the top of my head. I mean, I think there's a song for 18. Not gonna lie, I thought you'd maybe know the song because you meme it, but then you said 182, and I knew other one. I thought you were gonna tell me to Blink 182 times. I know the I've heard of the band. I just could not name you any of their records and anything beyond those 2 songs. It just... Anyway, not that, like, you know, which is weird in the sense that, like, it's not like I don't know bands from that era. Like, I'm aware of, like, they just weren't really, like, my scene at any point. Like, I was never, like, big on them. I just never had a phase of them. Outside and it's just white. The weather outside is frightful. But my dear, it's so delightful. Since we know place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Yeah, the Christmas album's coming, guys. Don't worry. You guys are never gonna hear me sing. I'm gonna give you the most memed singing possible, always. Oh man, keep that snow away from me, or so help me, so help me! Yeah, who would do that? Oh no, that ended, that was not good. Oh no, oh no, oh! Anyway, sorry, you know when something hits you like a bus that you did in your past? And you're like, ah, jeez. I say past, it was like a month ago. 3 months ago, I guess. But anyway. Good news, bad news. I went down and got the cup of ice, and no one better than I. Bad news, the Arizona had gone very bad. Oh! No! You know what? I will say, I'm not too familiar with Dream SMP, but that is a funny bit. They're like, something Phil, Mila man good, and then it just cuts to like an echo. I saw that on TikTok. I laughed. It was like, that's like a year ago I saw that, but like, it was funny. I was like, gave a good chuckle. Looked at the window yesterday, it was like dark outside. Why is it dark so bright? Coating the snow. Oh, I see. I see. I think it's worth keeping the I should have silk touched that. I think it's worth keeping the trim just to keep it symmetrical with everything else. I don't exactly want to keep the trim because of space wise, but I think it's worth keeping the trim for the sake of, like, you know, keep it all symmetrical and such. Dude, Nab, that video is so fun. I know, right? Oh my god, I think I saw it when Philza was doing because you guys know I watch Philza Minecraft, and I think I saw him watching, like, he was doing a you laugh you lose thing or whatever, I think for charity. And that video got like set, and I genuinely lost it. I don't know why it was so funny. I'm walking to get Arizona. MJ, travel safe. Wearing my. How could you be cold? It's not even cold season. I didn't realize how long that was. Sorry, friends. No worries. No worries. Breaking glass with his hands make me upset. L. Especially because I have 2 things with silk touch on it. Yeah, makes me upset too, but I still did it. I think to this day, if I still see occasionally that like audio or whatever, or like that video, and it's just, it kills me. I don't know why. There's something about. Okay, listen, you can't use this against me if we ever get to a point of doing You Laugh, You Lose, which I think will be on the docket again. It's cycled back in soon for a sub goal at some point. But like, you can't hold it against me, all right? But anyway, things that are like perfectly cut screams, my god, they get me somehow. They always just, like, I am literally, I crinkle underneath them. What do you mean? 60's still like pretty warm though. 60's not bad. Is it the cat jumping and flailing as I was snail? Just perfect. Oh, is that the one that like uses? Do you guys remember that song? I don't know who it's by. It's speaking of ADHD from earlier. I think it's a song about ADHD. Yeah, because he's like, blame it on my ADHD, baby. Snail. And I remember I've seen so many snail, and it's so funny to me. I can't believe I'm flubbing this hard. L. L. Huge L for the MJ community. To be sure, yeah. So that'll come around this way, and then I guess I'll raise it high enough and dome the roof. Maybe that probably makes sense. Yeah, probably. Not bad. 60's not cold. Nap, I'm doing a huge build with glass right now, and I need every glass block. My brain cringes when I see a break glass. Hey, I've been using the tools to keep it at least now. I would never break anything out of spite against Ray. The rest of you, different story. Are you part of the MJ community? If they are, they're taking the L. It's 0 degrees Celsius, 32 here right now. Yeah, and so that would be cold, but 60 is like, what is 60 for Celsius? 16? 16? 14? Something like that? 15 maybe? I think it's somewhere in that range, right? If my conversion's right. It's not cold. 60 degrees is not cold. It's like not warm by any measure, but it's not cold. 15.5. Let's go. I remember conversion. Yeah. Yeah, that's not like cold. That's winter in Florida to be. Well, yeah, but who cares about that? They can have DeSantis and just chill in what they consider cold. It's not cold though. They just live in a hot climate. Objectively speaking, to the rest of the world, 60 degrees is not cold. I'm not saying you can't be cold. I'm saying it's not objectively cold. Subjectively, you might find it cold because you're not used to that kind of temperature, and that's fine. Hey, they voted for it, man. That's not on me. Jail for 1,000 years. They voted for it. That is not on me. You cannot blame me. There's no jail for me. I'm not the one voting for that guy. I mean, I voted in my election. Hasn't it been a year? Has it been a year? Or it's a red herring, and maybe I do live in Florida. Maybe I live right next to Disney World. Maybe I am the House of Mouse. You ever consider that? You ever consider that I am? Bet you didn't. Bet you didn't. You know why? You know why? Because you're not adapting. You're not adapting to your surroundings. Adapt. Overcome. This would check out. Oh! I just tried to smack a fly and caught it, but like between two fingers, so it didn't die. It just buzzed against my. Did it start plotting and planning? Have you ever watched a fly just absolutely just decide to be diabolical? It's the wildest thing. They'll just look at you and they'll just like you could hear my hands rubbing together there, but can you hear that actually? I think you can. They'll just be rubbing their little hands together. You'll be like, you're not planning anything. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Oh man. Oh, by the way, chatters, friends, amigos, should any of you, you know, ever find yourself in a situation where you have to, like, befriend or, I don't want to say coax, but like befriend or like deal with or etc. You know, somebody of the millennial variety, we'll say. Don't be sure, I guess, you know, be sure to know who all the members of the Spice Girls are. Apparently, they were a big deal beyond their one song that you might know, and it does not go over well to not know them. And you know, Edward, you're not a millennial. You don't need to know that. Listen, I'm telling you, I got some feedback from someone, and that that alone is a large reason your boy did not see them again, we'll say. Anyway, that was their reasoning, at least, and they seemed fairly aghast at the moment, and I was like, okay, I don't know who they are. Like, I know I've heard of them. Anyway, I didn't think I needed to know. What? You can't say nap. Are the Spice Girls still a thing? No, they're not. Or are they more like Golden Girls now? Not. They're like, they weren't even a thing. I don't even know if I was like a lot. Like, okay, let's not go that far. Anyway. Slide whistle. What do you mean that? I mean, well. Anyway, that's all I'm getting out of this. A real slide whistle only ever sound effect. Oh, well, it's pretty fun. Watch. It makes the quick, like, you know when a cartoon goes really quickly, like runs by, like. It's fun. I like it. It's not a great slide whistle, so it got some, like, you can hear it in the higher range. It cracks. But yeah. What was I gonna say? But anyway, Edward, I think that's a jump to conclusion, and maybe you should reverse it. You know? Or not reverse it. Wait, how do I phrase this? How do I phrase this? How do I phrase it? Maybe I shouldn't phrase this. Maybe we should just keep going. Maybe we'll keep going. Anyway, back to Game of the Year. Gamers! Back to Game of the Year and not the real game of my year. Pink, what an interesting statement. No comment. Do you like big cats? Like what, lions? What do you mean by that? What I was gonna say though was what I was gonna say was yeah, for Game of the Year. Speaking of cats, I don't think Stray should have been nominated for Game of the Year. I'm gonna be honest. I had fun. I like the game. I enjoy Stray. I don't know if it's a Game of the Year. I don't think it's gonna win. And you know, like, that's the thing, is like, much with Oscars, where like people are like, oh, but I liked it, so I wanted to get nominated. It's like, yeah, but if you don't think something has a shot at winning, I don't know if it deserves the nomination. You know what I mean? It should be something that you're like, yeah, this could be Game of the Year. And I don't think anybody thinks Stray's actually compared, because the options effectively, so the options for Game of the Year this year are the new God of War, Stray, Xenoblade 3, Elden Ring, Horizon, like the new Horizon Going West or whatever game, like the sequel to Zero Dawn, and then A Plague Tale Requiem, which actually I considered playing on stream, but it's a little too horror. I don't know if I would. It just feels a little too horror based, you know? I like the vibe at times because it seems like a cool game, but I feel like Nap would have a special pocket sewn into his waistcoat specifically for this slide whistle. That is genius. That is so smart. Somebody call my tailor. And by tailor, I mean friend. Oh my god. Is enough cultural impact to maybe warrant it? See, I guess, but is that what makes something a Game of the Year? And I don't know, because it kind of lived and died quite instantly. And don't get me wrong, I don't think games need staying power, but I can think of Elden Ring and be like, yeah, people are still playing Elden Ring. It's still like, so like I can understand. For me, I think personally it's going to be between Elden Ring and God of War. And what's interesting about that to me is Elden Ring is nominated because it's so well programmed, like its hitboxes, to its gameplay, to all these things are so well made, even though Soul series type games aren't really my kind. I don't like games like that personally. It's such a good gameplay game that's why it is nominated. I'm going to get more sand. But God of War, I think, while I quite enjoy the gameplay, I think the combat's very fluid. I think in general, it's like a really fun game. It's a game. It has puzzles and all these things. It doesn't need like the multiplayer, and it focuses on itself. It's not too bloated with RPG stuff. It has some that I'm like, you don't really need that. I kind of don't think that's worth it, but like I feel like that mechanic could have been left out. But that's like just, I felt that way with the 2018 one too. But in general, it's more nominated for story, I think, than it is for its gameplay in comparison. Though I do think it is a very fun game. I think its story is more what it is probably nominated for. Means never will be timing his God of War Let's Play on YouTube to coincide with the winning Game of the Year, right, Nap? Algorithm and timing, right, Nap? Right? Well, I mean, you know what? I could start uploading, if I edit it and stuff like that, I could start uploading chunks of the 2018 God of War, and then as a road to Game of the Year, and then play Ragnarok as Game of the Year when it wins. I think it, well, see, that's the thing. I say when it wins, I could very easily see Elden Ring winning. Like, that's the thing. I think either of those games deserve it. I can't comment on Xenoblade. I know its fans are ravenous, so I know they're big on it. I just don't think Stray's really in the running. I genuinely don't. I think people will, but I don't think it's gonna get 0 votes, obviously. I just think do it, you know? Confidently wrong rather than uncertainly wrong. Can get a Stray. See, that's the thing though. Elden Ring is like a titan of a game. It is a very impressive game. Just technically, like the hitboxes in that game, I've never seen hitboxes that clean. If it wasn't Elden Ring. See, that's the thing. I kind of would be too. God of War 2018 did win Game of the Year. See, the difference is, here's the thing. The difference is it's not an Oscar thing. It's not a situation where like there's an Academy voting. It's by popular vote. You could go vote now if you wanted, if you make an account and then go vote. You could all go vote. Feel free to. But that's my point, is like, because it's a popular vote, it's hard to say. It literally could be any of them based on that, because, you know, just, it could be. It doesn't have to not be. I'll take that too. I must depart. Have a good rest of your stream. Farewell, friend. Farewell, Dragoncorn. I hope you have a wonderful week, dude. And I'll see you later. I hope you had fun today. I hope it's enjoyable. I hope it was a fun stream. Ray, I'm blind. Cat, I'm blind. I thought you were about to say hi. Or I thought it was a tight game. I was like, wow, Ray. Oh, no, what do you mean? You saying people don't still say tight, bro? Oh, man, that's tight. That's sick. I love slang so much. I don't know why. I love MJ knows this as well. I love just using old 80s slang for no apparent reason other than it bemuses me. And that's all that's really important in life, right? Right. I've given up on the planks. Nap hates me and will never show them. What planks? Huh? I don't know what you mean. To export a forest area. I don't know what you mean. I'm gonna start adding a bit more texture into this actually, just while I wait for those to cook. Why you so obsessed with me? With the taste of me. Something toxic. Something. I don't know how the song goes. And forgotten what a tree is. No, I know what a tree is. I got one over there. Retiring your effort only works to strengthen my misdirections. The only way to accomplish your goal is to push through the persevere. I will eat your hard drive. Ah! I'm brandishing my pocket that your video game is actually upstairs. I don't have it on me. Specifically like the guy who tried them. So with a poor stance. L. You have a 94% chant and don't know the lyrics to Britney. Shame. This is full bait situation. What do you mean? What do you mean bait? Baiting what? Bass? I'll use my my blunderbass, which is just a fish gun. Oh man. I said it's over there, as in my big tree is over there. Like the tower was what was in view, but if I keep going in this exact direction, you know what's directly over there? You know what? You know what's over here? You know if I keep going, what I'm gonna find if I go over this way, huh? Yeah, you know what's over here? Wild concept. Why? It's simply bonkers concept. Is this? Do I just have no dirt? This game hate me? Is that what I'm understanding? Well, would you look at that? It's a giant tree! Huh! Crazy! Good lord. I've got one over there. Looks at stone structure. My god. You're glad it's so secure. There's literally a giant gaping hole right there. What do you want from me? Like I'm not overtly concerned when there's been this giant hole this whole time. Get it? The whole time. Oh! Edward, I don't... Edward, that's not the right thing to teach people. Oh, Portobello Road, he's where the riches of ages are stowed. Mr. Napoleon, why never? Welcome to the cotillion. Oh man, what do you mean? Why you never? On the computer now. Let's go. And even if that was the context, what context? It's exactly what to be teaching. You shake your head at it? I'm not going down that road. It's too easy. It's too easy. You know, I'm a stronger man. Napple, you drive me to Taco Bell? Sure thing, hop in. Is this done yet? I want the glass. The glass done. Not done. Stupid. I guess I could put these somewhere. Oh, I should lay some more of the mushrooms down. That's a good idea. I also miss Chad and Carrick. I don't know why I hit you with the Donnie Thornberry, but I did. That was his name, right? Yeah. I could. Oh no, that won't work to climb out. But this will work to climb out. Yes, yes. Boat top. Chatters. Sam and I have been meaning to talk to you. Your father and I have been meaning to have a sit down with you, and you know, we've decided. Yo, killer! Yeah, see? I have a home here now. Well, MJ, what he means is that he's from the Netherlands, so he's got a home in the overworld now. See? It's gonna be encased, but yeah. Wait a minute. What? Nuh-uh. No. I'm sorry. The team was called the Nap Daddies. Thank you very much. So, L plus ratio. If anybody is father, 'tis I! Because I'm so responsible. You know? I'm so responsible and cool. And just have such great dad jokes. Because I'm gonna run the lava river, and I don't want the lava to catch on to the surrounding foliage. You see. I still love this fountain. I'm very proud of how that fountain turned out. I'm not gonna lie. I just think it looks good. I think it turned out well. You know. Also, do any of you play Xenoblade, by the way? Like, I mentioned it, or like, I'm not familiar with it or the series or anything like that, or any kind of JRPG, so it might not even be a JRPG, that's just a guess. I assume it's like Fire Emblem and stuff. But what's it like? Is it a good game? Is it a fun game? Is it something worth playing? Or like checking out? Or is it like just a game that exists that has a very rabid fan base that just happens to really enjoy it? Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. It would take an hour and 20 minutes to walk to Taco Bell. Good God. Wait, how do you not just have like a Taco Bell like around the corner? I guess, yeah, okay, fair. Well, also there's better places than Taco Bell, probably. Never considered it? Yeah, you can. Or at least I know people who have done that, like they Uber Eats to the dorms. It's just an address. You might just have to meet them at the door. Like they won't come up to your dorm, but you might have to meet them like at the entrance to the building you're at. But yeah, it's like ordering to an apartment building. I'm stealing the blue gas idea for a water thing. Yeah, I liked it because it makes it look like it's actually trailing down. Yeah, I think it's a neat little way to do. I mean, in fairness, like I don't think that like it's not my original idea. I forget where I got it. I feel like I saw it somewhere, and I was like, oh, that's neat. It was on a different style of fountain, but even still, I was like, maybe it was Patty who told me about it. Now that I think about it, I think Patty's the one who told me about it. I could be wrong. Speaking of, I think he's starting a new SMP. I don't play on the one I'm on already because I'm bad at that. So I'm just probably not gonna join. I don't know why I'm so bad at SMPs, man. I don't know. I want to play them. It's not even like I don't want to. It's just, it doesn't come up. Yeah, you still should be able to Uber Eats to the dorm you're at. I don't know. Like, I've never heard of people not being able to. You don't want this? No, that's not what I said. I do want the... That's the thing. I want to play on the SMP I am on. I just need to find the time to do it. It's so, I don't know, content creation's so weird because like, so I have all the things in life that are clearly like, oh, I actually need to do those. And then this, to me, I treat it like something I both want and should do. Like in the sense that like, I want to devote time to it simply because I enjoy it. I love it. It's not like a thing of like an obligation. Moreover, it's like a thing of like, oh, I love doing this. So I want to do it, but at the same time, it's hard to do that and then balance things like work and then, you know, like actually not being a total recluse. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, friends will be like, oh, we should do these things, and they're free at night or whatever, and yeah. I'm also hitting you with the ellipses. I'm also silently judging you, Pink. This is a group effort. Real food expensive. I mean, you guys not just have... Are there no... You guys don't just have like delis or something? Like, you don't just got something you can pop into? Quick bite? No? Not even like a 7-Eleven? Surely a 7-Eleven. Surely. Surely there is a 7-Eleven. Oh, well, I guess if you want a specific food, that's different. I want to start the dome process, but that side's not gonna dome very well because of where that is. You know what I mean? I don't know how, like, not the urge. Fair, you know, understandable. Oh man. Also, total sidebar. I meant to bring this up at the start of stream because, you know, we're like, the question of the stream is, when do you start celebrating Christmas and all these other things and like these things? Like, when do you start? That's kind of like the question of the stream. Hot take chat. Hot take chatters. All right, I'm gonna make some people mad. I'm gonna make some people sad. Hot take. Elf is mid. Elf is a mid movie, and it is not the end-all be-all that it is otherwise treated as, and I don't think it is so good as people make it out to be. I don't think it's a bad movie. I just do not think it is this like god-tier movie that everybody... That hot take. Now, okay, everyone else crucifies me, but sure. Very hot take base. Thank you, God. Oh my God, everywhere else, Elf is just so great, so awesome. It's mid at best. Like it's like, yeah, it's not a bad movie, but it's not like I don't care to watch it. I'm like, eh. I don't actively have a dislike of it. I just don't get why people think it's such an end-all be-all. I've ever seen it intentionally. I've only ever seen it because somebody brought it to school on like the last day of school before Christmas break, and then the teacher would be like, "We're watching Elf," and I'd be like, "Yay!" It just doesn't click. It just doesn't click. Love Actually 3 times in a row than see Elf. I mean, fair. I don't know if they're showing that to kids, but you know. Instead of the age like Spaceballs or Austin Powers. I agree with you on the Spaceballs. I don't know if I agree on the Austin Powers has some staying power. I'm gonna say that. It's got some problems for sure. There's some Austin Powers that has some staying power, in my opinion. I agree. I think it's meant to be dated. But like it has the Tom Cruise joke, Beyonce's in it. Genuinely just like Michael Caine showing up and being like, "There's only 2 things I hate, intolerance and the Dutch." Like that's just a good joke. That's just funny. Yeah, like see, but that's like that's intentionally meant to be like the like stuff about my mojo and all that. That's like intentionally meant to be like over the top bonkers, you know what I mean? Didn't like watching that. In fairness, also, I remember my parents when that movie first, like I first saw that movie. They didn't want me watching it, but I saw it while I was on TV, and I was like talking to them about the characters, and they convinced me. They convinced me that the character was called Fat Boston and not because they didn't want me to say the bad word. And for years, they let me believe. Years. What did the Dutch do? Nothing. Nothing. That's the bit though, is that he's being intolerant after just saying that he doesn't like he hates like the 2 things he hates is intolerant people, and then also hates a group of people making him intolerant. They willingly wear orange. Okay, are you end? That's what. And they gave that orange penny to to Spider-Man. You know, he liked his time with the Dutch. He enjoyed it. What's wrong with orange? Doesn't rhyme with anything. I don't wear anything that doesn't rhyme. What an odd. That'd be a great bit. I don't wear anything like a great SNL bit, meaning not good, but like, you know what, like not actually funny. That's rude. I shouldn't say that. They I'm sure can be funny maybe sometimes. I don't know. I've never really watched them. They have they have people who are good on it. Like some comedians on there are good occasionally. Been a hot minute, but you know. Hot take on stream. I mean, I don't think it's that hot of a take to drag the people that are platforming active, like I don't, like, listen, even if I want to be cold, analytical, and say I'll meet you halfway and vaguely understand the point of the individual, I don't think platforming a, like, transphobic, semi-anti-Semitic spewing individual is worth it. And I'm not even talking about Kanye, I'm talking about Dave Chappelle, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why you, like, I understand your statement you're aiming for, I don't know if it's a good statement. And that's like if I want to meet him halfway, which I don't typically. I just kind of don't care for him. On the Try Guys job. Oh wait, wasn't that? I remember I read into that. That's because one of the writers at SNL was like a college friend of the guy. That's why their take was that way. It was because like one of the writers who wrote that sketch is his friend. Yeah. Which is so sad. Like, that's so, like, okay. I mean, I guess he's stuck by his friend. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. Like, in the sense of, like, how do I put this? It seems that they missed the point where there's the power dynamic that made it a problem. Because, listen. Obviously, it's a very scummy thing to do and an awful thing to do to cheat on someone. Don't do it, chat. Chat, you're young. I know. Don't do it ever in your life. Just don't. Break up. End the marriage. I don't care. Do whatever. Don't cheat on people. It's wrong. But anyway, what I was gonna say though was like, I could get like if you're like, oh yeah, but like that's a private thing, and if it was not in, you know, a public thing like Try Guys, I'd be like, oh, it's a private thing, you probably shouldn't lose your job over it. But that's the thing, is he's a public facing figure, so it does affect his job. But then beyond that, it's like, yeah, but there was a power dynamic there. There was a boss relationship, and that's what makes the problem. That's part of the conversation for not watching SNL. Oh, SNL basically did a bit on the Try Guys people, and basically we're just like, it wasn't that bad, and it was weird that they reacted that way. They should not have kicked him out, is basically the message. And like, he didn't do anything wrong. Was the gist of it. I want to get off this topic. It's not a fun topic. I also don't watch them, so I don't know enough about any of it. I feel uneducated to talk about the topic. But anyway, regardless, Elf is mid. That's the important bit to take away from this conversation. Elf is mid. God bless you, chat. I'm so glad my chat... I have built the right community. Is it an echo chamber? Maybe. But I'm glad that it's one that echoes that Elf is mid. Oh my god. Like, I'm like, God. It's kind of like, don't get me wrong. Actually, it's not like this at all. But what I was going to say is, like, don't get me wrong. I like, to a degree, Catan. I've probably even talked about playing Catan. I have only ever lost 4 games of Catan in my life. I'm very good at Catan. But I don't think Catan is the end-all be-all of board games. I actually think it's a very... not very poorly, but a fairly poorly made board game. I think there's a lot of better, for lack of a better word, artisan board games, if you want to call them that exist compared to Catan, and Catan should not be treated as this like paramount greatest of all board games ever made that it kind of is in its in how people talk about it. And I don't know if any of you have played Catan or not, so like maybe this flies over your head, but anyway, it's a system that like relies a bit too heavily on random chance for what the game's meant to be about. Given it's a strategy game, is mostly Napa Walls echoing his screaming back at him. I know there's an echo. I need to get some foam. I'm sorry. I know there's a peaked echo in the stream audio. It's not good. Any topic is a fun topic with the right parameters. Yeah, it is. You're right. But like, it's one that can just turn heavy. You know what I mean? Same with chess. See, for that one, I get it. Like, chess just genuinely is probably the best, for lack of a better word, war game you could make. Like, in terms of a strategy game, chess is really solid. There's a reason it's still around. It's just a really solid game that takes a lot of like, or that can take a lot of skill to master. War games, yeah, you know, like there's other war games when you get more advanced, when you get into things like what do you call it? I don't know, Warhammer or something like that, like tabletop war games. And chess is, and they're all just chess in a lot of ways. Chess is just kind of the original, and it ain't broke, don't fix it. In a loving way. Oh, okay, well that's fair. I am quite loud. I often don't realize I'm loud. It is always a thing. You know what? It's a bit. I remember like all the time growing up, it would always be this thing where like, because you know you'd be in conversation with your friends and they just be like, it was not good. I think I've gotten a better handle on it these days when I'm in public. But yeah, I never like realize like as I'm like if I get excited about something, I'm like excited. So like I never quite realize that I'm getting loud, and because I just don't. And it's not loud to me. Like I'm like, oh no, that's not loud. I can show you loud. That's not loud, and I could be much louder. It's the thing. But and so it was always just like interesting thing. I just realized Stratego is advanced. Yeah, in a sense. You gotta have the right Stratego to play that game. For Taco Bell in this economy. Good lord. Isn't it wild that we're a week later and technically speaking the midterm elections aren't over? Not to bring it on to that topic. I'm not gonna stay on it long, worry not. But like it just blows my mind. And like I know the reason is because like the reason's because of effectively efforts made by largely GOP states to be like, yeah, we don't want to let you start counting votes early because that would be reasonable. Everything can't start counting till election day, and there's like hundreds of thousands of votes, so it's like, yeah, that's gonna take time. Takes so long. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Most countries have it done and dusted within like a night. Have it done and dusted within a night. We don't, simply because, well, effectively speaking, it's voter suppression. Because we don't like our system's not really made to like let the most people vote. Shucks, but it's true. Oh, did you see that? You see that? How are votes counted? It varies state to state. Each state's in control of how their own votes are going to be counted. Where did I set that bet? I said it in the thing, didn't I? It's in the little thing, isn't it? Anyway, so it varies state to state. Every state sets their own laws on how votes are to be counted. Some states, for instance, like I think it's Nevada, you can't start counting votes until polls are closed on election night. That's when you can start. Other states, like for instance, you know, New York or something, you could start counting mail-in ballots before the actual election date closes because they're already mailed in. Like, you know what I mean? And then if you were like, you're not like, if you wanted to like disqualify that and then go vote again on election day, there are processes to do that as well. I think even our campaign time is shorter. And last election, yeah, I remember you guys had it was your 2015 election, and I remember you guys made a huge deal about how long it was because it was 75 days. Which I mean, I get, yeah, sure, that'd be great if an election cycle was only 75 days. Oh boy, bro, I wish. That's only a little over 2 months. It's like 7 months. It's like almost a full year here, man. On a presidential election year. Oh my god! It starts in like March and ends in November. And you guys were like, "It's so long." We're like, eh. Yeah, because you guys had a 2019 and then a 2021 election. I think, if memory serves, which was interesting. Not too many parliamentary governments did that, which is very interesting. It was very democratic. I mean, I'm sure there's alternative moments for it, or reasonings for it, and I don't want to like describe it. Like, I know I'm aware of other things surrounding it, but ultimately it's a very democratic process to say like, oh, you know, we just went through a big pandemic and are about to, you know, like start again, like, or like we're going to try to rejump the economy. I want to get a mandate to be able to do so. I think he was hoping for probably a majority government, but I don't think he got it. I think he basically got the same as that he had, but it still gives you the mandate that people want you to continue to govern, which is worthwhile when you're trying to set such big sweeping budgets as like economic recovery. It means that like you can argue the people want you there. But also it's a parliamentary system, so you guys can kind of just drop the hat, call it, I think. Whenever. Like if you're doing favorably, you can just call it. I went too far. I did not mean to be here. I got distracted. Are they hand counted or ran through a machine? Hand counted. Hand counted. There's individuals who are certified to become counters. It's not machine at all. Unless, I mean, sorry, for digital ballots it's machine, but like for mail-in ballots it's hand counted. I guess that also varies state to state, but like for the most part it's hand counted, I'm pretty sure. So now you know what voter suppression is, but not what voter. I'm aware of what happened with. Listen, I mean, listen. There's an element to that to be said. There's also an element to say for voter turnout of certain demographics and the like, and people voting against their interests. And there's a million things to consider in that. Florida is the counties that are famous for ongoing hate chat issues. And then you can call the election. Yeah, or you can also do your former PM did it. Lego hair guy. God, what's his name? No, I remember this guy. Dude was nuts. Dude gave his like son a formal handshake at it when he's dropping him off for school every day. It was wild. Yeah, that's the guy. Harper. Oh my god. Dude's nutty. Oh my sweet Jesus. That man's a meme, man. And every time I learn about this man, I'm blown away. Anyway, he prorogued your parliament, I think in 2011. Wild. Simply wild. But it's not improperly punched at the piece of paper hanging off it, hanging chad, which caused the issue in counting. Yep. There's hanging chads, or there's also just, people will be like, oh, there was an issue with your ballot. But also, speaking of, by the way, should you be in any state, like, say, like many states, by the way, currently, if you voted and you didn't like the outcome, just double check if it's a very close race. Because, if you mail invalidate or whatever, like your vote you might have gotten an email or notice that something was wrong, and you will have a week to fix whatever was wrong with your ballot. Let anybody else know too. Just because it very well could be that something was wrong. Genuinely, anybody who could vote. Genuinely speaking, anybody. Oh my sweet Jesus, I went past it twice. I mean, MJ, I will say December 6th may or may not be for some people a very important date. Maybe book it in a calendar, maybe ensure that you are registered for something like that if that were applicable to you, if that date's important. Mayhaps. All right. Why is it an important date to me? I don't know. I don't think it would be for anything I'm talking about. It's a national day? Oh, for what? I'm registered. I just couldn't give mail thing in time for the first time at college. It's out of town for no. There you go. You're registered and you're good to go. Oh, cool. Yep. It's almost like someone didn't want them to vote. Crazy. All right, that's gonna keep cooking, and we're gonna do some work. We're gonna do some work over on maybe the pathways. I think a bit. Actually, you know what? Maybe we can do some work on Dave's house. Maybe we can do some work here. You know, maybe we can get some work done. He's got his chests here that I can leave some stuff. Okay, I'm gonna need to get some supplies. Sorry, name's biblical. Oh my God, your name's Jesus? From you? Maybe. I don't know. Haven't asked him. Biblical adjacent? It's Hebrew! Actually, is Hebrew? Hebrew's because it's Torah, so it's like biblical adjacent, right? That would count. Gonna check on my stew again? Please tell me it is okay. Is the stew okay, Edward? By God, I hope it is. All right, we're gonna need some wood. Do I have any wood? I'm gonna take that door just in case. I don't think I'm gonna need it, but you know, just in case. I'm gonna take these just in case. Apples, am I right, chat? Stream age 2 hours and 21 minutes. 22 minutes now. But yeah. Hey, see how long I've been streaming for today, actually. I normally stream for about 4 hours total, so we're about at that halfway point, you know? Oh, man. How you doing, Andromeda? That's a sick name, not gonna lie. Speaking of, actually, not speaking of, like, sort of speaking of your name reminds me of Mass Effect Andromeda, and then I remember that they announced recently, didn't they, that they're doing, like, a redo or whatever? Not a redo, not like a remake, but like a definitive edition of that? I think they are, which is sick. I might play that when it comes out. I've only ever played Mass Effect 2, and it was a lot of fun. I only played it because it was free. I got it from, like, Origin, like the Origin store. It was like, Mass Effect 2 is free, and I was like, sick. So then I got it that way. But yeah, I don't know. It's the same with, like, sometime this week. I think sometime this week. By the way, I meant to ask that earlier. Oh my God. If I were to stream, like one of the Arkham games kind of thing, the first one, which is a fairly older game, so a lot of you might not have even ever watched it be played. To be honest, like I would be surprised if a lot of you have watched Arkham Asylum or seen it get played or anything like that. Like you've maybe seen Arkham City or like Arkham Knight, and that's if you're even interested in that kind of stuff. But I imagine a lot of you haven't played or seen Arkham Asylum. I think, how old is that game? Let's find out when the... Yeah, that's an old game, man. That came out in 2009. Good God. I mean, I think it holds up. Like, I played it again. I think I played it again in 2019. Because I think the first time I played it was 2013? Yo, hello, Netzer. I'll do. Or I should say, Naders. 361274646. Gotta get all the numbers. Important. Yeah, that game came out in 2009. Wow. I think the first time I ever played it was 2014. And then time for streaming, midterm exam. Yo, everybody write an essay. It's due 2 hours and 30 minutes. All right, have your number 2B pencils and nothing else. I meant to get wood and then I didn't. Like a genius, I just planted trees. Hi guys, it's me, Jesus. Oh my God, call me Nate. Sure thing. How you doing, Nate? Hopefully good. Hopefully the weekend was good to you. Hopefully at the very least it was fun and relaxing in some respect. You say mashed potatoes guacamole? What in God's name? What are you implying you made mashed potatoes into guacamole? Yeah, man, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, for the Arkham Asylum game, I think I do want to play through it, but I don't know if there's much interest. So I'm probably gonna do at least one stream of it. But it's a story-driven game, which is not normally something I bother with on the channel, just because, you know, it often is less interactive, and I like being interactive. It's probably my favorite part about streaming is like the interactivity of the whole thing, writ large. But yeah, so I don't know. I've been thinking about it, but I do think based on because it was Nobody's Fool who suggested it. He suggested it to me on Twitter, and I really do like the idea. So I think I will. I don't know if I'll maybe do it on a Wednesday. I don't know if it'd be this Wednesday, but I'll maybe do it on a Wednesday, or maybe I'll do one off this Friday, and then who knows? We'll see if people are still interested after that kind of thing. Because it's not something I think I'm committed to per se. I mean, heck, technically, I might just mess around, you know, maybe just. It's not that long of a game. Could just, you know, maybe skip class and just play Arkham Asylum all day. Stream for like 8 hours. You know, I'm just kidding, chatters. I would never skip class and play video. Oh my God, imagine. Oh, sweet Jesus, that would be crazy. Man, be like a real streamer. Actually stream for like an 8-hour period. Have a little streamathon. I mean, that's not even really a streamathon. Like, lots of people stream for 8 hours. Like, it's not even that much of a streamathon. I really shouldn't like refer to it as that. No, I didn't mean to. Seems like it could be fun. I regret every Monday and Wednesday. No, you shouldn't regret it. It's important to not skip class. What if you miss something? Or what if there's a quiz? Important to do. Go to class. Now, okay, no, I gotta make paper first. Yo, Ramos Gabriel. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I want to miss class. Oh God. Oh sweet Jesus. I will draw. If you do not. That's a pretty good offer. That's a pretty spicy offer. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of erodes any desire to skip class. What if maybe it'll just be canceled? You know. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know if class was canceled or not. I could say it was canceled. You would never know. They're never gonna know. How would they know? Good Lord, how much absolute paper do I need? Do I need more? No, I certainly got enough leather. Do not! not a hard stance one way or the other. Just do not. Not one thing nor the other. Just simply do not. Oh my God, that's funny. Hey fellas. Oh, hi guys. How's it going? You guys having fun? The Chuckle Squad doing well? You guys enjoying yourselves? Absolute hooligans? Ah, obliterated. I'm going to cancel you. Cancel who? Cancel me? I'm uncancelable, guys. We've been over this. Why? Why, Mr. Creeper? Why do you hate me and all that I stand for as a human being? When I come to you on the day of my daughter's wedding, Gabagool. Another one. Oh! Simply unbelievable. Unbelievable. Get it? Oh, I thought I heard a creeper. I didn't. Creeper, Minecraft game, remember, blown up like a camera. You don't like my potato guacamole idea? I mean, I just don't know how that would be guacamole. It does not have avocado if you're using potato instead. Or are you just implying to add mashed potatoes to guacamole? I'm very concerned. Tune. Oh man, boom, boom, boom. Thank you. I'm so glad somebody else knows. I haven't watched that man in so long. Man, was my childhood. One thing I hate about games is where the enemies can turn mid-animation and hit you, but you can't either do the same or can't animation cancel, and God of War has turned those in boss fights. Does it? I've yet to notice that. I mean, it could be a totally fair critique. I have yet to notice that. For me, actually, the combat's been quite interesting and fluid. There's like a few things where I wish I could like, I admit, yeah, I wish I could auto cancel easier kind of thing. It's not really possible, so it's like I do wish that, but yeah. No, replace avocado with potato. Well, then it's not guacamole. The key, that's like showing up, be like, hey, here's my steak, I made it with watermelon. No, you're not having steak, you're having watermelon. It's a very good prop for on stage, I'll admit. Fun fact for those who don't know, that's what a lot of stage productions do for when they want to make a steak on stage. They use watermelon, and they just dye it with food coloring, add some grill mark looks, and you know, then it bleeds and stuff like that. It's because it's got the juice that flows out and everything like that. There you go. There's your prop lesson of the day. For anybody wondering what theater productions do when they're making steak, I know you are all very concerned. Deeply, actually, like perturbed to not know. I know. It's a concerning thing to not know. But your pal Napoleon has got you in mind, you know? It's not theater, kid. I learned that in school. I learned that in a film class. That's totally different. Stew smells great. Yo! I'm a man of many seasonings, and less seasoning on my food, the worse my mental health, most likely. I mean, I don't know why that's tragic. What's wrong with there's nothing wrong with having some seasoning. I will contend, by the way, I think it is a bad trend, personally. I think it is a bad trend that has gotten away from people. I understand some of the base complaints or whatever. I think it is a bad trend that has gotten away from people, particularly on Twitter, to be like, hey, oh, like just white people food bad. And like, I'm like, okay, it's just literally British, Irish cuisine. Like, there is nothing wrong with like beef stew and potatoes. There's nothing wrong with like a rabbit stew. There's nothing wrong, like simple rustic cooking, there's nothing wrong with. And like, yeah, spice is expensive and not everything needs all the spices that you commonly have in other foods. I think there's nothing wrong with lots of like not super spiced food, especially if you've done it in a way that is elevating the food you're actually eating, the actual ingredient. I think like garlic potatoes done with some thyme is delicious, and I don't know. I feel there's too much focus on like and the reason I say it's gone too far is because like the amount of people who are like on there roasting, like every year now, roasting their own family for like the Thanksgiving dinner that they make. And I'm like, you didn't make any of it, so I don't know, maybe shut up. Like that is so rude. I don't know if I just like was taught that that's rude and nobody else is, but I can't imagine posting for the world to see a video where you're like absolutely dunking on all like something that other people made for you. Like, good God, man. Like, okay, maybe the turkey is not like the most you're also not at a restaurant where, guess what, you know what the ingredient is? Anthony Bourdain said it best. You know what makes restaurant food taste so good? Butter. It's just a lot of butter. Everything is cooked with way more butter than you think it is. So much more butter than you'd have no idea how much butter is used in things. Also, cabbage stew is delicious, by the way. It's genuinely delicious. How do you eat your baked potato? I personally go with burrito approach. What is burrito approach, I must ask? Like, why are you blasting so much food? Like, exactly. And it's also just tends to just be like rustic. Like, I saw one that I was like, yeah, that looks like a fine Thanksgiving dinner. It's meant to like a classic Thanksgiving dinner in like amongst like typically white Anglo-Saxons is what you just presented, and nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with alternative versions as well. You know what I mean? Like, both are good, and I don't think one needs to be derided for the other to shine, if that makes sense. I don't know. It like, for me, I find it rude is the problem. I think it's fine to not like somebody's food, even if you eat it, even if it is the driest turkey you've ever had. You didn't make it, you didn't buy it. Sit there, eat it nicely, and you're good. Seasoning equals, oh yeah, I love seasoning, don't get me wrong. I burn through like I burn through like my cumin, paprika, cayenne pepper, and the like. I love a lot of seasoning on stuff, so I go through a lot personally. My parents, not so much. I still love their cook. Like, my mom's cooking's great, and I think she does a fantastic. She's probably one of the best cooks I've ever had, and she does a lot without a lot, like often all these seasonings. So I'm like, awesome. Jerk chicken is so good. Oh my god, I love jerk chicken. Paper. I just think it gets taken for because I think it's being done for clout as a performative effort rather than a true like, oh, this cooking's so bad. Me. Like, I think it is genuinely like, because dunking culture is such a thing now. It's the same way that I hate news cycles that are all watch AOC own, like, oh my god, absolutely eviscerate and obliterate down to a minute particle level. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna read your article. Like, good lord. Saxophone, but also love a good breaded chicken with lemon sauce. Yes, see, exactly, both are good. I just read the jerk chicken part and was just so smitten with it. I was like, god, jerk chicken. I feel he would have more books downstairs. He would like more books down here. But where should I put the book? No. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We'll see. We'll do this for now. We'll do this for now. Because eventually, okay, I'm gonna let you know on a secret chat. Eventually, I want to update this. That'll be a like pulley. Like, one of these will be what you pull, and it'll open this as a secret way out. I'm gonna be real. I'm kind of counting on when they add in the new bookshelves. Not gonna lie. And then I'll. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. That might not. That genuinely. That might be a decent idea. I don't mean to sound surprised, by the way. I just genuinely. I'm like. I kind of like the idea. I do like that, actually. Maybe this whole thing we do. Deep Slate, actually. Looking at this now. Maybe this is just, it might be too much. That's too much, I think. Well, let's find out. Let's find out. Because I like that, but I don't know if I like that. Sorry I'm complaining so much when I'm dealing with the influential boss fight. No worries. But another thing I don't like is when one of a fight introduces something completely new without warning, and I may have just been close enough other times because it repeated the boss fight and still no. I can understand that frustration. I have had that frustration in that game where like you get them low enough and then that, and I at the time am both frustrated, and then afterwards I go, okay, fair, I got them to quarter health so they'll fight harder, in the sense that like for me I can understand the design perspective. I wish it was maybe communicated better that that's what happens, but I think what it is it's meant to be a fight for life period where like sometimes one more new move is unlocked at quarter health or anything below half, and that's because, you know, it's like, oh, now you're not like they realize they might die and they're fighting harder. Like they're frantically fighting, you know what I mean? It is fully performance. I see people ripping on others' cookie. That's like, that's a solid recipe, my dude. Come off it. I saw people ripping into someone for not using CZ when they legit use ranch powder. Yeah. Or it's like, oh man, yeah, the what's his name? Sneak Snag. I felt so bad a few months ago.